Hello everyone. So like we said before, we're doing a new line of stickers and prints with some pictures that we took. So here's some flowers, and we're going to use a couple of Procreate tools to make this, which I think is going to be a print. So one of them, as a lot of drawing apps have, you can do new layers, and that's going to allow us to draw on top without doing anything to this actual image, so that we can erase anything we need to without harming the image, and also we'll be able to have this as a reference that we can take and put away whenever we want to see how we're doing. And then the other thing that we're going to do is we can use this color match tool, and that's just going to be like that, and as you can see now it's matched the color, and that's something we can do when we want to. It doesn't have to be perfect, because one of the things we're doing here is making it more simplified, but we can just make these blocks of color, and that's going to give it this kind of that's going to give it like colorful and kind of more realistic but also simplified look. And as you can see there, when the last thing that we're gonna do, I'm gonna match this and get a better color here. The last thing that we're gonna do that you can see you can do on Procreate, and I think there are some other tools that will do similar thing on different apps. So if we just get an area here, and you make sure you close it, and then you can just drag that in and drop to fill it. So those are some of the things that we're going to use here, and let's get started. Okay, and there's one petal that we've done, and we're going to do the same thing all around here for the flower. And if we want it to be kind of consistent, we can just match some of these colors that we have right here, and you can see they're going to be recorded up there. And yeah, so this is, we'll pretty much do that for the whole time, and you can see if you want to look at the petal, you can just take this away and see when there's something that you need to fill in, like right here. See, the fill tool doesn't always have a perfect fill, and that's okay, because we can just fix that right here. Okay, let's look at some other examples of how we use these features to help us make prints and stickers with these photos. So here's another one that's in progress right here, and as you can see when you take away the background, this is what we've done so far. So it's the pollen, and we're just going to be tracing these simple shapes, and sometimes it's kind of hard to tell, you know, like closer to center here, they're a little bit more easy to see where you're going to go with these shapes right here. And then farther out it's going to be a little bit more difficult, because as you can see it's not quite as clearly defined, but that's okay. We're just going to continue this pattern and kind of draw something in, and we want to make sure we have the right color, obviously, so we're going to match this and start drawing these in. So we're going to go all around here and make sure we have the whole thing added in before we're going to move on to the petals. so now it looks like we've got a pretty good base, and it's not perfect, but you know it's never going to be perfect, so we're going to try and stop here and see how it looks when we add in the background. So that's going to just be a little while because we gotta trace around all of these and make sure none of the color is leaking out, because that's going to make a pretty big shape that we don't want not all colored. So we're just going to go around here. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just closing all of this. And as you can see, the color is not really matching out here, but this is a good average of all the color that's going to be shown here. So we're hoping that when we fill it all in, it will match a little bit better. Okay, let's see here, and we might have missed something, so then it won't work the first time, but we can just see. Okay, yeah, so this is going to be broken up into a few more shapes, it looks like, because these are pretty close together. But when we look at this, so see, this is filling up very nicely, and we can just fix these little things when they come up. And that is going to give us a good start for the center of our flower right here.